welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look into a camera and I talk to myself. How's it going? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. I'm going to fix my bed for a quick sec. My bed is covered in bullshit, but right in front of me, the corner of it didn't have the bedding cover all the way over it, the whatever it's called, the sheet, the main sheet that hugs your bed. Damn, dude, immediately right off the bat showing my stupidity by not knowing the name for the sheet that covers your bed. Hey, man, bed sheet, fucking box sheet, I don't know, I'm dumb as fuck. Anyway, how you doing? The sheets on my bed are coming off, and so I want to fucking fix it. That's what happened. Doesn't matter. How are you? How you doing? How are you doing? Now I can't even speak right. How are you doing? I hope you're good, man. I'm doing okay. I'm doing fine. I don't know. There's a little bit of a weird feeling in my right ear, probably because I just used Q-tips and I probably fucking did it incorrectly. Because I hear that when you use Q-tips, you're not actually taking earwax out of your ear, you're plunging it deeper down into the fucking recesses of your brain. So my ear feels like slightly clogged, so maybe I just compounded the earwax deep into the recesses of my mind to the point where like earwax is overwhelming my memories and deleting files. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. But I have an annoying sensation in my right ear right now. It's hot in here, and I'm doing fine. I don't know, man. I'm in a weird mood. I'm in a weird headspace. It's Tuesday at 7:30, I think, right now. 7:30-ish. That's what I'm recording, and I'm feeling a little fucking weird. I don't know. I just watched 8 hours of... No, fuck that. I just watched 9 hours of Better Call Saul. At 2:30 in the morning last night, I was like, yeah, let me start the new season. Didn't go to sleep till 7. Woke up, watched... 4 more fucking episodes, so now my brain is just fully in a weird spot. Let me make sure the camera's rolling. It's rolling, sorry. I had a weird, I heard a strange noise just now and I thought it was the camera clicking off, but it wasn't. Anyway, usually I would hear a noise and I'd be like, that's not what that is. I'm fine, but I'm in a weird ass mood, so I got up to check the camera. I don't know, man. I'm doing fine. My brain is full of what the fuck is gonna happen to Saul Goodman right now. What the fuck is gonna happen to Saul Goodman in a fictional world, and what the fuck is gonna happen to me in real life? You know, that's where my brain is at right now. Let me focus hard and deep on these fictional characters because I'm kind of at a loss for where the fuck my life is going. Let me ride this emotional fictional roller coaster so I don't have to focus on the real life tragedy that I might be enduring. No, I'm being overdramatic. I don't know. I've been feeling weird lately, man. Anyone who's listening to this podcast knows sometimes I feel not great, dude. And I've been feeling kind of not great lately, and I've been trying not to. But sometimes, you ever feel this way? Sometimes you just want to fucking exclaim loudly, I'm not doing good. Sometimes you just want to shout kind of loud, hey man, I'm not doing good. I'm not okay, dude. I'm not okay, dude. I'm doing bad. I'm doing kind of real bad. Sometimes you want to say that. Sometimes you just want to say, I'm not doing good. Loud enough so that other people can hear. So that once other people hear, they can look at you and go, hey man, are you okay? And then you can look at them and say, yeah man, I'm good. Because that's all you really want. You want some acknowledgement from somebody that like, hey, You're not doing good? I get it. You're just trying to take the temperature of the world. Sometimes you want to take the temperature of the world, dude. Fuck the temperature of the of the room. Fuck the temperature of the room. You want to take the temperature of society as a whole and go, hey, man, I'm not doing good. So that everybody else can also be like, neither are we. And then you can go, fuck yeah, dude. We're on the same page. We're on the same fucking bad page of this book. Hopefully it wraps up nice. I don't know, man. Let me make sure the fucking sound is good. Hello. Yes. Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds like a podcast that is recording correctly. I don't know. I'm doing okay. I'm doing fine. I just I don't know. There are certain elements of my life right now that are it's funny. Dude, I'm just in a weird spot. I'm tight on money and that's stressing me out a little bit. And it's so funny how that manifests in your life. Like watching Better Call Saul for 9 hours straight. I keep watching them like pay for like Kim Wexler is at this fucking taco place every day. She's at this fucking taco place every single day to conduct her law business. And every single day she buys like fucking a plate of a beautiful plate of Mexican food. And half the time she gives her plate to her client who's already eating. And at one point in the show, they say that she's working like insanely long hours and for almost no money because the clients she's taking on are all people who can't afford a good lawyer. So she's making minimum wage. She's doing overtime at making minimum wage, right? And yet she's paying for fucking a burrito for fucking 2 burritos every goddamn day of her life. How is she affording that, dude? I'm watching this being like, hey man, you gotta fucking tighten up. That's how I know I'm tight on money. I'm watching this being like, fucking, if you get tacos every day, dude, it's going to be expensive, bro. A quesadilla is at least $12 at a restaurant. Fuck it, dude. It's 15, dude. What are we doing? Pull that shit back. If you're going to order some food for yourself, you better eat it, dude. Don't give it to your client. Your client's paying you and you're just giving them all their money back by buying them fucking chips and salsa, dude. Leave the guac off the table. You don't need it. Saul Goodman's just like, I'm like, I know you got that fat stack from the desert. I know you got that duffel bag of a couple mil, but that shit's gonna run out quick, bro. I don't see enough clients to make up for the money you're fucking losing, dude. I'm just watching them being super responsible because I'm being irresponsible with my own money in real life. I'm like, dude, I've been fucking spending way more money than I have, dude. You better slow down, dude. You don't want to be in the same spot as me. Next thing you know, you're gonna be shouting on the side of fucking a New Mexico street corner going, I'm not doing good. Next thing I know, you're gonna be taking the temperature of New Mexico itself, bro. You're gonna see fucking Saul Goodman going, I'm not doing good. How you feeling, Albuquerque? Lalo's living in the fucking sewer, and I'm like, how's he getting all this money? How'd he just fly to fucking Poland, right? I think it was Poland or Germany, something like that. How the fuck do you fly there, dude? You don't have any money, bro. You had enough money to cross the border and you killed 2 dudes to get that. I'm saying spoilers now, fuck it. Sorry, dude. If you haven't watched Better Call Saul yet, listen, man, I'm behind, so that's why I don't feel bad. Although I'm keeping myself in the dark to not get spoiled. If you haven't watched the show, I'm sorry. It's a minor spoiler. Lalo kills 2 people. Fucking not a big spoiler, dude. The man kills a lot of people. The man's constantly killing people, dude. The man is a fucking supervillain, okay? Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad loves to have its supervillains. The twins, dude, they're not human. They love their Gus Fring, dude. He's a mad genius. Mike Ehrmantraut is an old man with super strength. None of these people can exist in real life, but when you watch them in this movie, or in this, I said movie, I mean it's the closest thing TV gets to a film. when you're watching them in this fucking cinematic epic, all of a sudden your suspension of disbelief goes right out the fucking window, dude. Your suspension of disbelief is through the roof when you're watching writing this good. You're like, listen, I know Mike Ehrmantraut is 78 years old, but I believe that he can fucking beat the shit out of any younger man that comes in his way. That looks at him crooked. I believe that Mike can fucking super strength the fuck out of these idiots. Anyway, tight on money. Yeah. Tight on money, feeling weird. Yeah, I don't know, man. Romantically been feeling weird? I don't know. That's like most of this podcast is me just talking about fucking dating and romantic bullshit. I don't know, man. I get very confused with people because people will I don't know. I feel like there's a weird obsession with like being independent and being on your own and not needing someone else. And I don't believe in that. Like, I think it's good to be independent if that's what you want to be. You can be independent. You can be on your own. You should be able to be self-sufficient. But sometimes I think people mistake the aggressive need for that or the aggressive want for that as something that supersedes or replaces having someone. And it's like, no, you can be independent and you can be your own person, but like, it's okay to have somebody. It's okay to depend on somebody. It's okay to be in love. I think people don't think it's okay to be in love. Like, people think it's a weakness to love the fuck out of somebody. It's not. And I think people get lost. I think people they think that they need to be alone to the point where they will like cut off something good from someone else. And it's weird. I don't get it. People have an idea in their mind of what they should be doing instead of just like living their life and seeing how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have a plan, but also life fucks up your plans and you should be able to roll with the punches. Right? I don't know. What the fuck do I know? I was just talking about how I'm tight on money, dude. How I'm stressed out watching someone buy tacos and Better Call Saul. What the fuck do I know about life? I don't know. I think it's okay to want to be in love. I think that's an okay thing to want. I think people are discouraged from wanting to feel something for more than a goddamn moment. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know where to go with that thought. It's just a thought that I've been having in my brain. It's okay. I just keep thinking that. It's okay. You're allowed to want that. You know why? Because I've been. You know what it is? It's okay to want something good. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's okay. Maybe this is contradicting what I just said. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to say it, and you can decide for yourself. It's okay to want a higher standard of person for yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's not saying that you're better than other people, but it's okay to, like, go on a date and it be pretty good, and you go, yeah, but I don't want to go on another date with that person. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to wait for something that truly makes you feel excited. That's okay. You don't need... I don't know. It's really just me getting in my own head, because a lot of times I go on dates just because I'm like, I would like to go on a date. But then you go on the date and you're like, I don't like this person, so why am I here? And then I tell myself, hey, man, you can chill out. Like, it's okay to, like, just wait for somebody who you actually are excited for. But then the world will be like, yeah, you got to go, you got to go fuck. You got to get out there. You got to go talk to that girl. This is a good example. I was out, and the person who I wanted to see was maybe going to come out. And then she didn't end up coming out. And it was disappointing, you know? Made me feel bad. Made me feel sad. Made me feel not good. Hold on, it's very hot. I'm going to towel myself off. God damn, I sweat too fucking much. You know, it just made me feel like, damn, I wish she came out. It would have been fun if she came out, right? And then somebody I was with, because I was with a group of people, but somebody I was with was like, hey, you know what you should do? You should hook up. You should put all your energy into hooking up with this other girl who's with us. Because there's women with us who were very cute, and one of them was like, chill, but I wasn't interested. And he said, you know what you should do? Flirt with her. Try and have something happen with her. And I just looked at him and I was like, I don't need to do that. And maybe it's age, I don't know. Maybe it's age. Maybe it's I'm 29, and I don't, like, when I feel bad about when I feel bummed that I can't hang out with a person I actually like, I don't feel the need to fuck someone who I'm not interested in to make me feel better. That's not going to make me feel better. That's going to make me go, that's going to make me shrug, you know? Maybe that's what I'm talking about. Why? You don't need to do that. If you want to do that, sure. If you want to fuck somebody because you want to fuck somebody, have at it. If they want to fuck you and you want to fuck them, fuck the shit out of each other. But if you're in that position that I was in, and you are like, I'm bummed that I couldn't see this person who I like, and then somebody else, the pressure of something else is being put on you, where it's like, go fuck this other lady who you are only kind of interested in. If you feel like, nah, I'm good, go with that feeling. It's okay, dude. That's okay, bro. You can go home. You can go home. That's what I'm talking about. You're allowed to go home. Because I'm bad with that. I'm a serious FOMO motherfucker. I'm always thinking there's something that's going to happen. Because I've had nights where things have happened. I'm always thinking, that's why I'm on these apps. That's why a lot of us are on these apps. Because we're thinking, well, she might be on there. But guess what? It's okay to delete them. It's okay to not have it on your phone. It's okay to just meet somebody in real life. It's okay to cut yourself off from every single opportunity for something possibly happening. You can crush your FOMO a little bit. Because I'm bad at that. The other night, I was going from one bar to another, and I just thought to myself, as I was going from one bar to another, I was going to go to this bar alone and just drink there till fucking 4 and like maybe end up going home with somebody, who knows? And as I was on the train going from one bar to the next, the train stopped so long that my brain decided to do the right thing, and I was like, I'm just going to go home. And I was happy for it. My wallet was fucking heavier, and I was less hungover, and I got more sleep than I would have if I went out to chase nothing. And maybe that's what it is too. Is I'm realizing that like a lot of the chase, a lot of the thing that we think we're chasing isn't there. There's nothing there, dude. You're just wasting time. You're wasting money. It's ethereal. It's a hope. And it's okay to go, you know what? I'm just going to go home. And that's the thing. Most people go home. And I've always been the guy who keeps going out. And I guess I'm just talking to those people. I'm just talking to the people who stay out, who continue to stay out all night. You don't have to. It's good. You can go home. I don't know. I don't even know if what I'm saying makes sense. I'm sweaty as fuck. I'm not doing good. And I'm talking nonsense, but as my dad would say, you're talking nonsense. Every time I made a joke, my dad would go, you're talking nonsense. But I haven't made a joke in quite some time. I haven't made a joke in a while on this podcast. I feel like I've been talking for 20 minutes with zero fucking jokes at all. So maybe I'm not talking nonsense. Maybe I'm saying something that I fucking think. I don't know. I just think that there's got to be something else. You ever feel that way? You ever live in your life, you're like, there's got to be something else, man. There's got to be something else. You don't know what that else is. And maybe that's also what I chase. There's got to be something else. Where is it? Who is it? Is it a person? Is it a thing? Is it a location? What the fuck is it? You know? There's an emptiness. There's a weird hole. And you're like, what is gonna fill that shit? I know Always Sunny, they call it the God hole. Dennis is like, a lot of people fill it with, there's a hole in all of us. A lot of people fill it with God. But I don't believe in any of that shit. And then Danny DeVito goes, yeah, so you want to fill it with pussy? And then Dennis goes, yeah, I do. And I think that's kind of true. I think it's kind of true. I think people do fill it with pussy. I feel like people fill it with dick. People fill it with sex. People fill it with bullshit. I think people do. I think that's true. I think Always Sunny was onto something. There is an emptiness in everybody. And we fill it with bullshit. And I think I sometimes fill it with the chase of something. Something intangible. Just so that I have something to fucking chase after. And if you are filling your fucking void with chasing something that's not there, I guess I'm just saying you can go home. Anyway, a woman came up to me on the subway platform. That's not neither here nor there. I don't know. I'm fucking sick of sweating, dude. I'm sick of the summer. Fuck it. Maybe that's just what it is too. I'm sick of the summer. Why are we chasing this? Why am I chasing this thing around in the fucking middle of summer when it's 100 degrees everywhere I go? I can't fucking breathe or move without sweating profusely. Why the fuck am I out till 4 a.m? It's insane. I'm sick of the fucking summer, dude. The summer's for fucking and the winter's for love. And I'm a goddamn romantic. Right? I want to hold hands and warm up with somebody. In the winter fucking rules, dude. New York City is an autumn winter fucking place. It's a winter wonderland, dude. People complain about the slush in the streets when it snows during the winter in New York. Fuck that. Fuck you, dude. Fuck the slush. Step right in it. Have you ever seen snow fall in New York City? It's beautiful, dude. It's the most magical shit you've ever seen in your life. You ever kiss somebody in fucking 2 feet of snow? No? Then shut the fuck up. Go kiss somebody in 2 feet of snow on a street corner and then tell me that it's not the fucking cutest thing you've ever done in your life. Tell me it's not better than any fucking random person you fucked while sweating next to a fan. Fuck you, dude. I'd rather be freezing, making out with somebody on a street corner than fucking next to a fan with a stranger. Just sweaty and disgusting, and you both smell, but you act like you don't. Fuck that. You both smell like shit and taste like shit, and you're acting like you don't. Fuck that, dude. Everyone loves ice pops, bro. The cold makes your body taste more delicious. Pussy and dick taste better in the winter. That's a fact. Okay? Everybody smells better in the winter. Okay? The cold preserves you. The fucking heat spoils you. Alright? It rots you. Rotten flesh smells like shit. Frozen flesh will thaw out and be cool as fuck. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. But I'm sick of it. I'm ready for cuffing season, dude. When you go to a bar in the winter, it's a commitment. You gotta fucking commit, dude. People who go out in the summer are out. I don't even know why. Because now it's weird. Because now I feel like the heat, the overwhelming. Because in the winter, it's so fucking cold that people are like, I don't want to go out. It's so cold. But so many people like still go out even though it's fucking disgustingly hot. I don't understand it. You see 48 million people in the park when it's fucking hot as shit and you feel like you're going to die at any moment. But in the winter, you can't get somebody to go down the street for a fucking hot toddy. What? It's a hot drink, dude. You can't go down the block to drink something hot. Eat some soup, dude. Let's go to a bar. It's better, bro. My friend was saying, he's like, the thing about the winter is you can bundle up, and then when you go inside and it's hot, you can take things off. But in the summer, you just have a t-shirt and shorts, and if that's not good enough, that's it, dude. You can't strip your fucking skin off your body to get a little bit colder. Anyway. That's it for the first part. What a weird first part. I'll see you guys in the second part. What's up? I'm back. I wanted to talk about this. And I guess this is a little bit on the subject. I don't know, it's in the same vein of what I was talking about before. Of chasing something. Chasing people, too. This has happened to me recently. And this happens to a lot of people I know. And it's funny because when it happens to somebody you know, it's very easy to tell them, like hey, this person sucks. And maybe I've kind of talked about this before, but fuck it, I'm talking about it again. It's very easy to tell there was this person who I know who she was waiting for someone to meet up with them, who said they were going to meet up with them, but then he wasn't showing up. And apparently he keeps doing this, where they'll see each other every once in a while, but then, like, most of the time they make a plan, he doesn't come to it, and then she gets pissed. Because she likes the guy. And you as a person witnessing this go, well, this guy sucks. Just don't like guys who suck. Just don't like people who suck. But that's easy to observe and say to somebody, but you also will do the same exact fucking thing. I have liked many girls who suck. I have had the same exact thing. Recently I've had it with somebody where it's a person who I'm trying to hang out with, and the person acts like, yeah, let's do it, and then they flake, and then they pursue you and tell you that they're going to do something, or let's go hang out, or let's do something, and then they flake on that. And then you just are in a position where, like, every time the person talks about hanging out, you're like, yeah, but we're not going to do that. What are we doing? Like, what is this game? What are we doing? And I guess I want to talk about just, like, if somebody is making it difficult to hang out, they either don't want to hang out with you or they suck. Either reason, the right thing for you to do is not get upset. You just go, oh, this person's being annoying. I'm done. That's the right thing to do. And it's a hard thing to do because you like the person, right? I always wanted with this person be like, you stink. But then, you know, I'm talking to her, and sometimes when I talk, I end up doing this. If you're listening to the podcast and not watching, I sometimes I pull my upper lip over my top teeth when I'm just thinking or I'm just like talking. I just do that sometimes. I don't know why I do it. I just do it sometimes. And sometimes I'm talking to this person who's flaky, who fucking is annoying, who just like is being irritating for no reason. Sometimes I do that with my fucking lip, and then she does it back, and then all of the annoyance, all of the irritation fucking goes out the window, and I just look at her and I'm like, yeah, but I like you though. Yeah, but fuck you, dude. That's so flirty and cute, and fuck you for doing it. That's how I feel. Because now it overrides all of the things that make me dislike you. You moving your upper lip over your teeth, copying me, is making me just go, maybe I want to maybe I love you though. Maybe this is the love of my life eventually, you know? But it isn't, dude. It isn't. It's just a person who knows how to flirt well. But anyway, this same person, recently, I had a moment where, because it's a hard thing to do, because you want to be able to tell somebody, like, what you're doing is mean, like, what you're doing is, like, kind of fucked, like, you're being annoyed, like, when I see you, we flirt, and when I see you, we hang out, and we talk, and we have a nice time, and when I see you, we both talk about hanging out, like, we actually want to, like, I'm not you know. And then when it comes down to it happening, it's flaky, and that's weird, and it's shitty, and it's like, it becomes shitty when you try and make plans with somebody, and then they don't go, and then the other person starts making plans with you, and then they flake on their own plans that they made with you, because at that point you're just like, well, you're just being kind of a rude person. But you don't want to, you don't want to, it's not a bitter thing. It's not like, it's hard to tackle because you don't want to come off like, why don't you fucking want to hang out with me? What the fuck? Right? You don't want to come off like that because that's not even how you feel. How you feel is just like, hey, man, it's not that hard to hang out. It's pretty easy. And the fact that we aren't means you don't want to. And that's fine. So I ended up in this thing with this person where I saw them. I ran into them. And then we were like joking around and flirting like we usually do. And then at a certain point, I just was like, oh, thank you for coming to that thing, by the way, that you said you were coming to. And then she laughed and was like, oh my God, what was the thing that I kept saying I was going to go to? And then I told her, and then she goes, oh my God, I suck at life. I suck at life. And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I knew you weren't going to come. Like I was laughing when you were saying that you were going to come because I've asked you to hang out a few times and you're always dodging. You're always like, yeah, and then we don't do it. She goes, yeah, I know I suck at life. I'm trying to figure out life. I'm so bad at it. And I just look, and it's one of those things where it's like, you can be the person who just goes, yeah, well, yeah, let's do it eventually. You know, and I've been that person. We're like, no, life is tough, you know. let's do it. Let's try eventually. Or you can be the person who just says what you feel and what is true. And as I get older, I try to be that. So I just, instead of being the person who was just like, yeah, life, I just looked at her when she said, I'm so bad at life. I just looked at her and was like, yeah, it's not that hard though. I looked right at her and was like, nah, it's not that hard though. And she goes, what is it? What's not that hard? Like getting a drink, hanging out? I go, yeah, make plans, yeah. Like we could easily do it. It's not that hard. And she's like, yeah, it's not. And then we just kind of were silent for a second because that's it. And I felt good having said it. Because if a person flakes on you and is being shitty, you should just be like, hey, you're being shitty. And it felt good to say it. It felt good to have a moment of like, this is you're making me feel shitty. And I that's all I want you to know. You know? Not like, we have to hang out, you're a jerk. Just like, hey man, it's not that hard to hang out. You don't need to keep doing this. We can just not hang out, you know? Anyway, I said that, and then she was like, yeah. And then she was like, but life is hard. I was like, yeah. I was like, how long are you going to do it for? And she's like, not much longer. I was like, yeah, me neither. And then we were like joking about suicide. And that was it. And then we moved on, and it was nice, and I've seen her since, and we're all good, and it's fun, and we're all cool. But it was just, sometimes it's, you gotta just tell somebody, hey, you're being shitty. Hey, man, you're kind of a jerk. You have to. You can't let people just get away with being fucking garbage all the time, you know? It's not that hard to hang out with somebody. And if somebody is being very difficult about seeing you, don't get mad at them. Don't get bitter about it. Be like, oh, well, I'm just going to find somebody who it's easy to see. Because think about it, your fucking friends. You have friends where it's easy to fucking see them. And it's easy if you don't see them. If you cancel plans, if you don't end up hanging out, it's not a fucking malicious thing. You're not angry at one another because you know you're going to eventually hang out. And then there are people in your life who you really want to see and they don't want to see you. And instead of you just going, oh, well, fuck that person then, I'm going to find people who want to see me, you keep trying to see the motherfucker who doesn't want to see you. And guess what, dude? They're never going to want to see you. There's a certain amount of times where you can have the back and forth of you not actually end up hanging out to where you're like, there cannot be any more of this. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're asking somebody when you're free and they're not letting you know directly when they're free, that's a problem. You gotta be like, oh, they're not letting me know when they're actually free. They probably don't actually want to hang out. And then you just gotta disappear into the night. You gotta bail out, dude. Sometimes people just don't like you. Sometimes people just don't want to hang out with you. And that's okay, dude, because there are people who do. That's the thing. And we're bad at fucking realizing that. I'm so bad at that. Somebody doesn't want to hang out with me, and I forget the fact that I have friends who would hang out with me all the time, and who I would want to hang out with all the time. Remember that there are people who like you, because it's hard to. It's hard to remember, like, fuck, dude, people do like me, and I like them. And I should not waste my time on somebody who doesn't have that feeling towards me. Anyway, I was on the subway. This woman came up to me with a bracelet and was like, are you interested? And I was like, in what? This woman just came up to me. Pretty attractive woman came up to me. She kind of seemed a little fucking out of it. Maybe on drugs. And she was just holding up a random bracelet. It was like, are you interested in this? And I was like, no. And then she was like, okay. And then just walked away. And I was like, is she trying to score drugs? What's happening here? It was a very weird interaction. I did not understand it. That, and then also some guy was like, bro, dude, I had kind of like a revelation with this. This guy came on, because this happens a lot, where like, I have my headphones, I'm sitting on the subway, I have my headphones in, and somebody starts like yelling at me, or they start yelling near me, and they start like yelling at people who are listening to music, like focusing on different people to see if they can get our attention. This dude comes on the subway. I look over at him right when he's like looking up at the subway stops, and I could see that he, you know, thinks that like I'm glaring at him or something, and I'm not. But that happens for a split second, and I look away, and then I can feel just his energy of like hating me. And so he starts like talking to no one across from him. There's a completely empty seats across from him. He's sitting to the left of me, in a 2-seater across from another 2-seater, and then there's the subway doors, and then I'm on the next chunk of seats directly opposite him. But I'm a little ajar. I'm like we're both on either side of the door, on opposite ends of the train. So we're like not, you know, he's not facing me. I'm not facing him. If I'm looking forward, I'm looking at some woman across from me. If he's looking forward, he's looking at nobody. So he starts looking at nobody and yelling and saying weird shit and laughing and throwing a Gatorade bottle at nobody. And then he starts like looking at me and being like, yo, I make money, just know that. I make money. I got fucking, yo, I got big dick, big money. Just nonsense. Just things that didn't make any sense. And he starts saying it to this woman and then to me. And he starts like saying it to me like real aggressive. Like he's gonna, I don't know what the fuck. But then he keeps taking the Gatorade bottle and throwing it at nobody across from me. And then, you know, my subway stop comes. I get up. I walk past him to leave the train. And then that's that. But I walk past him real calm. I leave. And I just start thinking to myself, it's fucking weird because people, like... people will aggressively, like, act tough towards you. But then you think about it and you're like, this motherfucker is, like, yelling at a dude who's got headphones in who he probably is sure cannot hear him. And also he's throwing, like, he could throw the Gatorade bottle at me, but he's throwing it across the thing. So it's a dude who is, like, all fucking growl, dude. He's all bark. Motherfuckers out here are all bark, dude. I'm not going to challenge him to find out that he bites, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a weird thing where all, in my head for a second, I was like, this guy's kind of being a pussy. This guy has aggressive energy and he seems frightening, but he's also yelling at a man. He's purposely yelling at a man and a woman who he has the safety of, we probably can't hear him. So we can't really react. Because if we can't hear you, we're not going to look at you, and we're not going to listen to you, and we're not going to react to what you're saying. So there's really no threat of us actually interacting with you. So what the fuck are you doing, dude? You're pretending that he you know what he is? He's the dude in your friend group who's like yelling at people to fight. But if a fight broke out, he wants to be held back to not actually participate in the violence he's bestowing upon himself. This motherfucker is challenging people to violence, but only so that he can be held back and prevented from committing it or being it committed upon him. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I should have bought that girl's chain. Should have bought that bracelet, dude. I wonder how much she was selling it for. I should have at least been like, how much? It seemed like she took her bracelet off and was like, motherfucker, do you want this? Are you interested in this? Are you interested in this, bro? I'm fucking tweaking out and I need more. I don't know. I don't know if she was. I don't know. She seemed like she was on something. Also, just to sell a loose bracelet, she didn't have other bracelets with her. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have a bag of bracelets. She had one bracelet that looked like she just took off her fucking arm. Young woman. I don't know. I don't know what she was on, man. Hope she's okay. That's how I always feel about people who seem strung out. I'm like, this is a little weird. What do you like? Are you all right? And then I start to think like, once I'm away from them, I start to think like, I hope they survive the night. Like, I hope they're okay, dude. What's the lifespan on a person like that? It's tough, dude. New York's breaking my brain. 9 years of New York is really breaking my fucking brain, I think. It just makes you so, like... It just makes you shrug at things you shouldn't shrug at. It makes you shrug at unshruggable events. That's what New York City does to you, bro. It makes you go, oh, that woman's probably going to die tonight because she's strung out on drugs and is trying to buy more by selling this bracelet. Wish you the best. Like we Like any other person would be like, are you okay? You know, any other place in the world. Not any other place, but you know what I'm saying. Maybe it's just a city. It's too many people to know. In a small town, you know everybody. In a big city, it's too many people to know. You know? I've said this before on the podcast. You cap out at like 10. 10 people you know that you can be concerned about. It might even be less than that. The amount of people that you can be genuinely concerned about, genuinely care about, and be concerned for. That might tap out. That 10. Nah, I think 10's good. I think I have 10 people in my life who, if they died, I would be genuinely upset. That doesn't sound like high enough of a number. It does not sound like high enough of a number. As I was saying 10 people, there's 10 people who, if they died, I'd be genuinely upset. As those words came out of my mouth, I was like, damn, dude. If I heard someone else say that, I'd be, nah, I wouldn't give a fuck. If I heard somebody else say that, I'd be like, I don't care if I'm part of your 10 or not. People want to be a part of the 10. Chill the fuck out. Why do you care so much? Why do people want you to give a fuck about them so much? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I want a couple of people to care about me a lot, who I also care about a lot. But I don't, like, there's plenty of people who I meet who they don't give a fuck about me, and I'm cool with it. I'm like, that makes sense to me. Because I don't care about you that much. When somebody cares a lot about you, this goes back to the thing before. When you're fucking chasing after somebody who doesn't want to fucking hang out with you. Dude, when a person cares a lot about you and you don't give a fuck about them, it's uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good. It feels bad. You feel like a piece of shit. But we all do it. We all do it. We all have someone who cares too much about us that we don't care about, and we all care way too much about somebody who doesn't give a fuck about us. You know? I try and cut it out. I try to cut that shit down. I try to keep that shit to a minimum. You know? You can't have too many people in your life. Honestly, I think I'm good right now. I think I don't have any people in my life who I care about who do not give a fuck about me. Like, who do not, like, you know. I got some selfish motherfuckers I care about. But I think at the end of the day, they do care about me. You know? To a degree. I don't know. And those people go in and out. You know, sometimes you have friendships where, like, a person might not give a fuck about you in a moment, but you give a fuck about them, and it comes back around. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. That's not true. I don't know. Friendships go two ways. If a friend doesn't give a fuck about you, purge them. Not from existence, from your life. Dude, on Instagram, I want to talk about this. Hashtag, dude, so I follow hashtag comedy, and it's not comedy, dude. On Instagram, hashtag comedy, the most trending thing on hashtag comedy, the thing that pops up, and I don't like these photos, so I don't know why these are the ones that pop up in my feed all the fucking time, but the things that trend the most on hashtag comedy are women with fucking fake boobs, okay? Sexy pics of women. Instagram model photos that for some reason have the hashtag comedy in it come up on my feed all the fucking time. And some of the photos are borderline pornographic, and then what happens is, I'm on the subway and I pull up Instagram and there's a woman with giant tits and there's a mother next to me who's like, what the fuck is this guy looking at? And I have to be like, no, you don't understand. It's supposed to be comedy. Is that the comedy? Is the comedy them knowing that it's going to come up in your feed, in a person's feed who doesn't want it, and then somebody next to him some stranger next to them is going to think they're perverted? Is that the bit? Because that's a funny bit. Because it was funny, me feeling like I'm a perv next to strangers on the subway, and then thinking in my head like, no, this hashtag is, I'm supposed to hear like a knock joke right now. This is supposed to be like a fucking Instagram reel of a guy saying poop. This is supposed to be something that's trying to make me chuckle, not a fucking woman trying to make me hard. I don't know why this is like this, dude. Don't fucking get mad at me because the algorithm's fucked. And I like the funny ones. I always like the funny ones from hashtag comedy. But then it still suggests the fucking women with the big breasts. I don't get it, dude. Big boobs and big asses. That's not funny. Sexy's not funny, dude. They're separate things, bro. When you watch porn and the two people fucking start laughing, it's upsetting. Be serious when you have sex. You know, I've laughed during sex, but like, you know, don't laugh that much. How do people feel about that? I don't know. I like, you know, there's an appropriate amount of laughter during sex, but part of it you want to be like, you want to, you know, if someone's laughing the entire time you're fucking, I don't think that's a good sign. Like, people will be like, oh, I'm laughing the whole time I'm having sex. And I'm like, well, maybe you guys aren't, like, doing it correctly. You know, there should be a balance. There should be levity to your sexual experience, but, you know. I was going to say sex is a dramedy, but that makes sex sound fucking more horrific than... Sex is, you know. Sex is a fucking soap opera. The laughs are rare. No, you laugh. I mean, I guess you laugh at certain things. There's certain funny moments during sex, for sure. But, I don't know. You don't want to... You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm fucking saying. I don't think I'm laughing that often during sex. I'm laughing after sex. I think laughing a lot after sex is great, dude. But I don't know. That's I don't know. If you're inside of a woman and she's laughing hysterically, I don't know. That just sounds like a bad thing. That sounds very strange, dude. I'm pretty sure you want to hear moans, not chuckles. At least that's me. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, dude. I'd rather hear a moan than a chuckle when I'm inside of a woman. And I'm sure that a woman, if I'm inside of them, they would rather hear, if they're riding me or if they're trying to fucking make me feel ecstasy or good or whatever fucking weird word you want to say. If they're trying to make me feel good sexually, I'm pretty sure she doesn't want to hear me be like, do my fucking, whatever the fuck my laugh is. My fucking weird Joker sounding laugh. If I fucking giggle like I do on the pod in the middle of a woman grinding on me, she's going to be upset. That's all I'm saying. If she heard that, if she heard what I just did while she's on top of me, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a good post-sex cuddle and chat. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little bit of like, hey, why did you laugh like that? That really upset me. But you can laugh during sex. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. There's about a minute left of the pod. You know what I want to say just lastly? Okay, just to end this podcast, this is the last thing I'll say. Motherfuckers better stop telling me. Women in particular will tell me, they'll be like, oh, they'll say to men, they'll be like, oh, a guy in jeans and t-shirt, real classic. Like, they'll insult the simplicity of a man's outfit. But then I'll walk around the Lower East Side, or I'll go into a bar, and motherfucker, 90% of women are wearing jeans and a top. Okay? We're all wearing the same bullshit, dude. We're all lazy as fuck. And half the time, it's a woman in jean shorts and a fucking top, which the top is basically a wife beater. It's basically a fucking guinea tee, okay? And she's wearing that, telling me, oh, you're wearing fucking jeans and a shirt? Classic. And I'm like, what, if they were shorts, you'd be fine with it? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? If they were denim shorts, you'd be chill with it? Fuck off, dude. It's the summer. We're all lazy with our outfits, okay? I'm not going to wear some elaborate shit in 100-degree weather, all right? Just because my shirt is blue and your fucking a wife beater is tie-dye doesn't mean that you're more stylish than I am. Okay? Just because you got turquoise on and I got navy blue doesn't mean I'm an asshole. Anyway, no. It's funny. The people who say that to me, I love them, dude. I love them. Stop, but I love you. But stop, but I love you, you know? Anyway, wear what you want to wear, dude. And if people insult your outfit, if you feel good in your outfit, don't fucking worry about what people say. If you feel good and your outfit's not upsetting, like your outfit's not like you wearing shit all over your body, if you're not like smearing shit onto your cheeks, you know, if you're just wearing a t-shirt and jeans and you feel good in it and people start fucking haggling you about it, fuck off with that. Fuck off with them. Don't ignore them, dude. Ignore them. Live your life. Feel good. That goes to women, men, whoever the fuck. If you like what you're wearing, everyone else can fuck off. Anyway, that's it for the pod. The next Dads Like Ducks is September 16th, 7 p.m., Friday, BCC, Deep Space, 6:30 doors. Show starts at 7 p.m. sharp. Come out, dude. It's going to be a fun show. The last one was fucking great. Thank you to everyone who came out. The camera's about to go off. Thank you for listening as always. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
Jake, you're an idiot. Jake, you don't make any sense. Jake, you're a piece of shit. A piece of shit.